Hi, good evening. Welcome to tdcat.com. Today we're taking a look at changing the icon in a Windows library. Now, I haven't needed to do this before, but I did this evening, so I kind of just found out how to do it. So I thought I'd do a step-by-step video of how that's done. So as you can see here, I've got my Google Drive as a library and it has a Google Drive logo on it. So let's say I had Dropbox on here as well. Now I don't actually anymore, but I've put a folder on there with Dropbox on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new library. I'm going to call it Dropbox. And let's give it a location. Let's put a folder in here. Let's say we're going to put it in the original Dropbox folder there. Makes sense. Got some stuff in there. So now I have a library, but it has this sort of standard Windows logo on it. So what am I going to do about that? Well, the first thing I would do is find the icon that you want to replace it with. So probably a good way of doing that is just going to Google and just doing Dropbox logo and let's say a PNG because we want it to be a transparent image. And the best one you can choose here is a fully square image. So sort of if it's 500 pixels, so that's a square image. They're 512 by 512. And you may have imaging software to be able to you may have graphic software to be able to edit it, copy of Photoshop, something like that, to be able to edit it and change it to the right size. But if you can find one on Google that's the right size, all the better. So let's say 512 by 512. This is perfect. You can see as it's loaded up in Google Images that it's transparent because it's got this transparent mesh sort of behind it. So I'm going to view that image and I'm going to save that to my desktop. And let's call it Dropbox icon. So the next thing I'm going to search for is a converter because I want to convert it to an ICO file, which is an icon file. So let's just go and say PNG to ICO. There we go. There's obviously plenty of those before. And I'll click here to upload it. And the Dropbox icon is there on my desktop. Open it, converting, and then download it. And it puts it on my desktop as an ICO file. So there you go. You've got your image. Now, the next thing you want to do is change your settings in Windows to show all folders. So this is slightly different on Windows 8 and 10. But it's still, it's still easy to do. It's just in a slightly different location. So in Windows 7 anyway, it's organize and then folder and search options, view, and then we want to show hidden files, and then we want to that's probably by default ticked like that. So uncheck that. You'll get a warning, say yes. And at this point, just be careful because you do have a ton of folders. Then you can see that if you delete them or move them, you will cause Windows to mess up. So just take care if you're displaying those files. So now we can see everything we need to see. We're going to go to the C drive or your operating system drive, whatever letter that happens to be, users, and then into your user, app data. And you can see that it's kind of shaded out here. So you can see it is a hidden one or a system one. App data, and then into roaming, and then into Microsoft. And what you'll find here is you have somewhere, into Windows then. And you have a libraries folder. So you go Microsoft into Windows and you have a libraries folder. And there you have your list of libraries, including the one that I've already changed. Now what you want to do is open up Notepad or a text editor that you can drag and drop a file into, which is pretty much any piece of software. That's kind of how Windows works, really. And if you put the two side by side like that, you can drag this icon into Notepad and it opens up some code like this. Now all you need here is a tag called icon reference and then a close tag with the path and the file name of the icon. So to make it simple, I'm going to take my Dropbox icon from here, wherever I put it, dropbox.ico. So I'm going to copy that and I'm just going to put it in the root of my C drive. That's where I've put my Google Drive one. And let's just call it something simple. Let's call it db.ico. So now what we need to do, just below here, where it says is library pin, though you can probably put it anywhere, actually. I'm not sure if it has to be within the template info. Sorry, within this section here. No, I think you could probably put it anywhere, but let's put it here. And we just want to put icon reference and close tag, and then C:\\, obviously changing this for your drive letter, db.ico, and then closed tag on icon reference. And then if you watch here where Dropbox is, as we save this, it literally picks it up straight away. And you can now change your folder and search options back, so hide your files again. You get rid of all that nasty stuff, and you've got this icon here. And I'd probably recommend hiding this because you don't need to see it. So wherever you put it, you just right-click and set the properties to hidden. And then what you'll see in your libraries is you have Dropbox with a very nice icon. It looks loads better than the original Windows one. I mean, the original Windows ones are okay, but they're just the same as everything else. This gives it the distinct Dropbox look, although they have updated this icon now, so it's a bit out of date that. So you've got your Google Drive and the Dropbox, and if you want to remove that at any point, no problem, just delete. There you go. That's how to change the icon on a Windows library. If you like what we do here, please hit the subscribe button, and if you have any questions, then come back to me and I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as I can. Thanks for watching.